Hello there, and we are live. See ya, ladies and gentlemen. See, guys, you're welcome to another brand new episode, of the PremTalk Premier League show with Ola and Claude. Of course, when I'm talking about Ola, I'm not talking of just any other person, I'm talking of, the Fight Week show is in the building, guys, no other person than this guy, MMA guy, Pilator guy, UFC guy. See, different guys in one basket. But most of all, nothing trumps Ola's love for his football club called Arsenal Football Club, man.
100%.
See, guys, let's give a very, very big welcome to my partner in crime, season 2 of this wonderful show called the Prem Talk Show with Ola and Cloud. Ola, my guy, you're welcome, man.
Yeah,
How
man. How
you
you
doing?
doing, my bro? Thank you very much for that introduction there, man. That introduction there is fire. Thank you very much.
Mm,
And
mm,
like you said, nothing trumps the love for
mm,
Arsenal, man. When Arsenal is doing beats, I get happy. When Arsenal
mm,
is in the mud, bruh, it's like life is almost over, right? You know what I mean? So yeah,
mm,
man.
mm,
It's a
mm,
perfect way to put it. Nothing trumps my love for Arsenal, man. I
mm.
love Arsenal to bits.
Yeah. Ola, you're welcome to the show, man.
Yes, sir.
See, Ola, Arsenal, everything, everything is looking good. We have injuries here and there, but my brother, going into the league, just this past weekend,
Mm-hmm.
the first thing that first, stung us was the surprise loss that
Mm.
Manchester City got in the hands of Wolves
Mm.
2-1 in the Molineux.
Yep.
Big one, man. Big one.
Yeah.
And then Manchester United. Okay, I won't dwell on that, but
Let's let's
Manchester
let's
United.
let's talk, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it actually, because Fight
Man,
Week Showcase is a United fan, man. I'm sure
yeah, exactly.
he's going
Yeah,
to hear what we've got to say about his
exactly.
club.
Exactly. Manchester United lost also to Crystal Palace, even if they beat Crystal Palace in the EFL Cup.
Mm,
See, Liverpool, one of the three teams at the time that haven't lost a matchup this season, came head to head with Tottenham Hotspur. We'll get into that later on. Later on when we're talking about other attached or related issues. And Liverpool lost. Yeah, good. And then our team, our team, Arsenal Football Club, goes away. Just listen to this, Arsenal Football Club goes away from home, keeps a clean sheet from home. In 4 matches away this season, Arsenal have kept 4 clean sheets away from home, Ola. We
mm.
went into this matchup with series of injuries. Trossard missing, Martinelli missing, Thomas Partey, all these guys here, the henchmen, all of them missing. Yeah, Ola.
Big
And
players,
then we
key
went
players.
key players, Ola. And
Mm,
then we went on to trash Bournemouth 4 goals to nil.
mm.
Ola, take us through that matchup. This is a Lens versus Arsenal. Also, we're talking about that. Also, it's a preview of that, but much later in the matchup. Ola, take us through how you saw Arsenal perform against Bournemouth away from home. And big up to everyone who came to the show here, who is already down here. Fight Week Showcase. Big ups to you, editor extraordinaire. Big ups to you, man. Respect to you. It says, yes, lads. LFG. Big up to you. Ron Jeremy
Fucking
says,
dope.
what's up, Ole? Ron Jeremy says, what's up, Ola? Ron Jeremy has love for you, Ola.
Yeah, man. Big up Ron
Assembled.
Jeremy, man. You know what I mean? Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
I'm telling you, man.
Listen.
The Assembled is also here. The Assembled is also here. It says, chaps, good evening. And here today, a member of my channel. God bless you here today, man. Thanks for all you do for my channel. Big up to you. Love sent to you, straight to you and your family here today. Big up to you. He said, salute, Ola Anthony. And get a po, po, po. Po, po, po. Big up to you. Ola, it's time for you to talk. Open the
Okay.
floor.
When I looked at the amount of key players that we had injured,
Yeah.
you just listed of the names. I mean, the list
Mm,
is almost like daily. The list was getting longer. The list was just growing bigger. And
mm,
but Then we heard the training news coming from the club. Oh, maybe this injury isn't as bad as we first thought. Oh, two,
Mm,
3 days, and these guys are going to be back. And I've even
mm,
heard some other fans saying, boy, how can you even call that injury? You man ain't got no injuries, man. Your man just went off on a quick break and they're back. You know what I mean? Them man they ain't got no. And I'm like, no, 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 no. You can't look at it like that, because at the end of the day,
mm,
there's one thing that we used to kill Arsenal for, and a lot of Arsenal, a lot of fans, other football fans
mm,
that's not within the
mm.
Arsenal fan base or within the
Yeah.
Arsenal community wouldn't know this. I don't, Tony. You used to remember when we used to kill off our doctors, innit? How
Ooh,
poor our doctors are.
ooh.
Like we
We
have
used to smash them every day, man.
so many players on
Slay
the
them
injury table, man, and the
publicly.
doctors weren't doing their jobs properly. You know what I mean?
Mm,
It was bad,
mm.
but now we're moving in the right direction with doctors as well, to the point
Yeah,
where people are going on injury tables and there's quicker recovery time for them. People are
yeah,
coming back
sure.
rejuvenated. People are coming back with better recovery. Even Timber, that we thought was going to be out for the whole season, even I'm
Exactly.
hearing some stuff that his thing could be cut by a considerable
Bro,
amount. You
it's
know,
coming back by January.
this
January,
this is this
February,
is the type
everything
of
should
thing
be
that I'm
okay.
hearing.
Yeah.
So kudos to those guys over there that's working on these players and getting them back in shape, so
Mm,
they're able to go out there and compete.
yeah,
Now, for me, hearing those guys were coming back was like a bit of good news for me. You know,
yeah.
I like what I heard. The only thing that was kicking my ass out of the whole game is,
Mm,
why did we need to rush Saka back? And even if we brought him back, once we got comfortable in the game, why can't we take him off? Because we know once the City game is out of the way, we got
mm.
international games coming back. And guess
Yeah,
who
sure.
is Saka and won't give Saka a break? Gareth
Mm,
Southgate. I said this on the watch along. I said Mikel Arteta and Southgate, they are guilty of overusing Saka, in my
yeah,
opinion. They're guilty of
yeah.
it, both of them. I'm not just singling one manager out.
Mm,
I'm putting on both of them. Both of them need to work out how to manage his minutes. So he's still
yeah.
getting enough amount of minutes that Saka don't
Mm,
feel like he's being starved, but at the same time, you got a man is this is where your man management skills have to come in, and you have
have
to
to
manage
come in.
conditioning. You have to manage
Mm,
the conditioning, because
mm,
imagine you have a coach, they send you into the ring. If you look at the guy that fought Canelo the other day, Charlo, big up to Charlo, by the way. I can't believe he took Canelo all the way to 12 rounds. But if his coach doesn't think he's got the conditioning to go 12 rounds with Charlo, what they do? They throw the towel inside. They throw the towel
yeah.
in and
They
get him
throw the
out.
towel in. Mm,
Yeah, because they're protecting him. It's not because
mm,
Charlo don't think Charlo would die on his sword if he could,
mm,
right? But they
mm,
protect him. That's what your manager is there for, to protect you.
mm,
The power to
mm.
hook, right? So
Yeah,
that's the
yeah.
thing there that I got about Saka. You
Mm,
understand? But
mm.
that's notwithstanding the performance that he gave. He gave a very good
Yeah,
account
yeah, yeah. He gave his
on the
all. He
day.
gave his all. Mm,
He gave a good account of himself on the day. I remember he was limping so badly at one point, and Arteta he still wouldn't take him off, and it was take. I think he took Saka off last, if I
he took
remember.
him off last. But,
Like
but,
how you got 5 subs and you're taking Saka off last? It makes
but,
no sense.
but again, Ola, you saw how since we're talking about this
Mm,
Saka thing, yeah. I posted something today on my social media. Of course, guys who are down here on Facebook, Tony Cloud Gunner TV, and also on Instagram too. See, I posted photos today, yeah,
mm,
of our training, our last training before the boys will be shipped out to learn to go teach those guys some lessons. Yeah,
mm-hmm.
in the heart of France. See, yeah, Ola, Ola smiled a little bit. Ola,
Oh, Tony,
well, I
Jesus,
see that smirk. I see that smirk.
please
I see that
don't do
smirk
this.
on your face. Ola, I piss these
Your name
people
should
off
not be Tony.
sometimes.
Your name should be
I, I,
Braggadocious. I swear
I,
to God.
I piss these guys off
Yeah, your name
sometimes, man.
should be
See,
Braggadocious.
Ola, see, yeah, Ola, see, eh? And I posted the pictures of Saka in training,
Mm,
having a good laugh with the boys, having a
mm,
little bit of a tingle, with the
mm,
boys, kicking the ball around, having smiles with Thomas Partey, who was back. We'll talk about that later on.
Yeah.
What? And we saw this guy limping like he was injured
Mm-hmm.
right there and then in my podcast in the watch along I was having here with the other guys. I said, "Come, this guy, he's going to come back. He's not injured. This guy doesn't look in. See, he's not injured. It might all be for show." And you know what? He limps out of that matchup against Bournemouth,
Maybe
and
the
then
training smiles for
he's
sure.
smiling. He's
Maybe the train
smiling, and he looks okay. So,
maybe
Ola,
the train
is the player really injured? Because now we're having
of course,
conflicting news.
of course.
He's out there in training, looking good, smiling for the cameras,
You know
and we're
why?
out here thinking
Because
he's
there's no
injured or he's
pressure.
not
There's no
injured.
one trying to take his head off. There's no one trying to take him out. That's why he can smile and laugh in training. Training sessions, sparring session, and a real situation is different thing. You could be sparring and smiling, and while you're sparring with another teammate, that's fine because you know that teammate ain't trying to take your head off. It's not trying to kill you. But when you're on the pitch, you remember what Gerard was saying when he was at Villa, like
Hmm.
players are trying to kill you, bro. They're trying
They're
to
trying to
swipe
take your
you
head
out.
off.
They're trying to swipe you
Mm.
out. So it's a whole different environment. He can smile and joke around and do whatever he's doing in training, but
But
in
again,
real
why
life,
is Saka not saying, "Hey, I'm injured, I can't play"? Instead, he's smiling for the cameras. He's very happy. It looks
well,
okay, and he's going to travel to learn with the boys. And
but
trust me, he's going to play another 90 minutes. So
it probably will.
is it that we're having mercy, or we're talking where talk shouldn't be in it? Because
Bro,
he's limping out from a game
your
against
eye,
Bournemouth, and he's looking okay in training.
you can say that are we talking where we shouldn't really be talking, but your eyes can't fool you. Don't tell me that when you saw him in Bournemouth limping that way, your heart was not in your mouth.
It was in my mouth.
This is the
But
thing. All us as Arsenal fans, we know what Saka means to us, right? And for the
hmm,
longest, every one of them fans, he's been asking, give just drop, just we're not saying drop him, we're not saying like drop him,
yeah,
but
give
give
him
him
a
some rest.
breather.
Just
Yeah,
give him a
give him a
breather
breather.
because we know
Mm,
he's not just gonna do this for us. He's gonna go over to the England squad and do the same thing for them and probably play him 90 minutes. He's the only one that rarely gets subbed out of the England team. And Arsenal does. I always think to myself, why are we the only club that don't give managerial instructions to our
mm,
players when they go away on international duties, especially when it
duties.
comes to Saka, especially
Mm.
when it comes to him? Like why don't we give instructions like all the other managers do? Playing
But
for the
but
for
don't- but again,
our,
don't you think
our
it?
heart. Hmm?
But Ola, don't you think it's Saka? Don't you think it's Saka himself
Yeah, but sometimes,
that is
of
demanding for
course,
all
of
these
course, it's Saka
games?
himself, of
Because
course,
when you limp off of that match, I saw how he limped off that match
bro,
against
of course,
Bournemouth.
it's Saka.
He was in bad shape. He was looking bad.
This is
But
what I'm
like I
saying.
told you, I will still
You got
repeat
to say
this
Saka
again.
from
He was
himself.
looking.
You got to say Saka from himself. That's why you're the manager. You're the one that got the power to hook. Saka can't hook himself, and Saka don't pick himself. You can say
Hmm,
Saka all you want, but Saka don't pick himself, and Saka cannot hook himself. So it's
hmm,
upon the manager to now take
yeah,
responsibility and do what you're paid to do, which is man management
yeah,
and protecting the player. That's all we're asking. We're not saying drop him.
hmm.
We're not saying he's a shit player. We're saying protect him because you can ask the
Protect him.
ref to protect your player, but what are you doing to protect the
Hmm,
said player? Because we're
hmm,
seeing it, and we can see Saka smiling in training and putting himself forward for the manager to pick him again, but he's still up on you to
hmm.
because he's got all the data, whether it's redlining, whether he's got muscular injury, whether it's the Achilles injury that we heard of the other day. Because eventually, you see them Achilles thing. It's not a joke thing because when that thing snaps, bro, he ain't gonna be the same footballer ever again.
It's not gonna be the same. Yeah, exactly.
It's not gonna.
The
So
problem
why wait?
is the problem.
Why can't we protect him? That's all we're asking. We're not saying drop him. We're not saying banish. We're not saying none of that. Just protect him. That's all it is. You know what I mean?
Mm,
Look,
mm.
I
I
like
don't know,
where the club is right now.
but again, when the player keeps saying, "Hey, I'm not injured," then what do you do? Then
But
what do you do?
What
because
do you mean?
because the way he's turning up in training, the
You
way
can't.
he's
You
smiling,
can't. You,
and he's still scoring goals.
you can't
Like
say he's not injured.
I don't see on.
He can't say. He can't say he's not injured. Look, I understand that certain players have to play through pain barriers, right?
Mm,
It's the same thing
mm,
that the same thing that I know about fighters. No fighter goes into a fight 100%. And I expect the same
mm,
thing with these athletes. So they're going to have niggles, but these are niggles that you can work through. But once it starts turning into something that's seeming a little bit more complicated, that's troubling him
yeah,
a lot, and we know
yeah.
every time when Saka gets on the
Mm,
field of play, 2 or 3
mm.
players will double up on him, triple up on him,
On
and at
him,
least
triple up
once,
on
twice, or
him.
3 times they're going to swipe him out to try and, you know what I mean, to
Mm,
try and bring him down. And one of these days, one of those
mm.
injuries is gonna
It's
catch up.
really going to.
And
It's
when it
gonna
does,
catch up.
especially at a time that Saka does not need to be on the pitch. I don't mind if we really need him, or we're chasing a goal, or the game is still hanging in the balance. Yeah,
Yeah.
by all means. But when the game is comfortable like that at 3-0, 4-0, and Saka's still on the pitch, why? Why do you need him on the pitch? And this is where protecting your
It,
player comes in.
it's
That's what I'm
complete.
trying to say.
Yeah, but I clearly get that. Then why is the player? Because if you look at Martinelli, yeah, he's injured. He's not in training, smiling, happy, running. He's out injured, and he's where he's supposed to be in the treatment table. But Saka, even if he's injured, I saw him limping the other day in the matchup, and I said to the guys there on set, I said, "Come, this guy is not. He's not. He's going to come back in the next matchup." And again, I've seen him smiling in training, happy training, running, acting as if nothing is happening. So I don't know where to apportion the blame right now. Do we blame the player for feigning that he's not injured? Because when you ask Saka, he's saying he's okay, he's saying he's feeling good, he's saying he's all right.
Every
The
every
manager is
player,
saying he's
every
all
player
right.
is supposed to say that. Every player is supposed to say that. Every athlete under their coach will say that.
Mm,
It's they
mm,
will say these things, and that's why you, as the manager, and you, as the
mm,
coach, have been given the power and the responsibility to
yeah.
take that away from them. You know
Mm,
what I mean? You have the power and the
yeah.
responsibility to take that away from them and say, you know
Yeah.
what? I know you say you're not injured. I know you say you're good enough to play. I know you say, but this time I'm gonna put arm around you. Come sit next to me on the bench. Watch the game. Recover. Put some ice pack on it. Just
Mm,
just relax. We
yeah.
got this. And
Yeah. Relax.
if we're struggling, and you say you can play, then I'll send you on and go and play. Especially in
Good.
games, like I said,
Mm,
that it's not really needed like that. And if it
mm,
is, soon as we're comfortable, Saka
yeah.
doesn't need to be the last of 5 subs to be taken off. I'm
To
sorry.
be taken off.
I just
And
can't
that's
agree
true.
with that.
I
I can't
totally
agree with
agree. I totally agree. Mostly when he was, struggling, and it was glaring to us,
that.
seeing that he was injured. But deep in my mind, I knew he would be back playing in the next game. So it's either there's something with Saka that he keeps on saying I want to come back, or he keeps on saying I've shaked up that injury. It's not a real injury. We need to know if it's a real injury or
Bro,
not.
it's up to the manager to call his bluff on it. Call his bluff. Sit him down. You're the manager. You're the coach. Sit him
Hmm,
down. Call
good.
his bluff.
Yeah. Good. We've dwelled on this Bukayo Saka thing. Yeah, it's just like Martinelli. He's injured. The manager said he's injured, and he's not playing. It's totally understandable. But with Saka, we look at him. He seems injured, and in the next game, he's coming back to play a game and everything, and he looks okay. And in training, he's looking okay. There's something going on that we don't really understand. It's
Mm.
either from the player or from the manager, but something fishy is going on down there, because we were seeing it that this guy is injured. Yeah, but he keeps on playing. So I
Bro,
don't know. But if
I got
Martinelli
worried
is
when I saw
injured,
him
he
limping, man.
doesn't play.
I was worried, bro. You got me worried,
Worried.
man. I mean, we got City
Exactly.
coming up. Like,
And we've got City coming up. But anyway, he's going to play in that City matchup. We'll get to that. Here today is a member of our channel, and look at what he says. He says, bottom line, Pep would not run a vital player to the ground, let alone at the start of the year at this rate. There is no way Saka makes it through the year without missing real time. But see, yeah, Ola, see, if Bukayo Saka misses this set of games that Arsenal is playing right now, do you think there will be any efficacy or any effectiveness up front? Because he's the only one actually putting up a shift down there. And of course, it tells you with the goals he scored this season, yeah, he's our most important player. Are you sure we'll get that same kind of traction, that same kind of effectiveness if Bukayo Saka isn't playing?
Well, we won't know because he's not giving anybody else a chance, is he? You know what I mean?
Mm,
Well, who else is
mm,
coming up in Bukayo Saka's position to try to? He's not really giving anybody a chance. Maybe
yeah,
Fabio Vieira. I could count on how many hands when. I mean, Vieira is being deployed everywhere on the pitch right now, but he can't play where Saka
yeah,
plays. Rhys Nelson
mm,
can play there, but we it needs to give other players a chance, especially
mm,
in games that are not that crucial, that are not
mm,
that. And like I said, if we're struggling, then you can, do you know what it means for other teams to see
mm,
a well-rested Bukayo Saka come on the pitch from 60
mm.
minutes? Do you know what it means for defenders? He's the last person they want to see. That's a lot. You'll be running around for 60, 70 minutes, and Saka's
Yeah.
coming off the bench
Mm,
against you. That's the last man
mm.
you want to see. You know you're
That's
going to
the
get,
last man you want to see. Is the
you know what I
last man
mean?
you want to see.
So
Mm, mm,
Arteta could use it that way as well. And I'm not
mm.
saying keep him as a bench player, but in this period, when we're
Try to
nursing,
try
when we're
try to
nursing him back
rest
to
him up.
full health,
Try to
we
rest
could,
him
we
up.
could deploy him that way.
Try to rest him up. We'll go into a very cogent issue after we see Iconoclast's message down here. Iconoclast, po. You get the po. See, Iconoclast, one of the oldest members of this channel. Yeah, big up to you, Iconoclast, man. I aroused you, brother. You too much. See, Iconoclast one says here, Ola, these little tactical decisions are what makes me worry about Arteta's decision. And of course, but big up definitely. Amy Baba, po. Amy Baba, that's our guy, yeah. Big ups. He says, big up, guys. Yeah, big ups to you, Amy Baba. You know your love down here, man. Head to there says Iconoclast. I don't think we can call Saka's injury little any longer. It's glaring, just like Olaf said. Arteta played Saka in dead rubbers, like the Wolves game last year. Arteta is not learning. Oof, well,
Arteta
these
won't
guys,
give anybody
these guys are not giving,
he won't,
these
he
guys are
won't
not
give
giving up.
anybody a chance to play in Saka's position. You know,
I agree with Ola. Yeah, exactly. See, Ola, let's go into this topic here. Enough of Saka. Yeah, of course, he's one of our most important players. The assembled says Saliba is actually the more important player to him.
well,
Get that.
yeah, he's right.
I
He's right.
get that. He's
And
right.
they
He's
played
cooking.
fantastic on the
The
weekend as well.
assembled is
Saliba
cooking down
and
there. It's
Gabriel.
cooking. It's cooking. But see, yeah, one of the most important positions in that Arsenal team right now that's creating a lot of controversy right now, Ola, is that number one position, David Raya. See, when David Raya lined up and led the line in terms of his number one, yeah, and came in that game against Bournemouth, Ola, what came through your mind? Is this bust for Aaron Ramsdale? And again, mind you, Ola was one of the first Arsenal fans, yeah, because you have to give props to whom props is due. He was one of those few Arsenal fans at the start when Ramsdale was having a very shaky performance last season. He was one of the guys calling out that, hey man, let's put some checks. He didn't say get the guy out of the football club. No, he didn't say that. He said, hey, let's have some checks and balances dished out to this dude. Ola, is this checks and balances
Oh,
dished out for you
bro,
in that
this
Arsenal
this
team?
this is not just checks and balances, man. He's got receipts as well, brother. You know what I mean?
Ola is cooking.
He's got he's got
Ola is
receipts to go with
cooking.
it,
He's
man. You know what I mean?
cooking. He's
Checks, balances,
cooking.
receipts,
Ola is
statements,
cooking,
all
guys.
of it, man. You know what I mean?
Mm,
And this
mm,
is a player that I've, as you rightly said, I've been calling her for a
mm,
long time. A lot of people like a lot of what Ramsdale does, but there's, for me,
mm,
concentration issues with Ramsdale. And if you want to win the league, if you want to be a top goalkeeper,
mm,
competing against the very best that's in the league, in the Edersons and the Allisons of this world,
Yeah.
Your concentration levels has got to be right up there. And I
You got
like
to be right.
Ramsdale. I've said
Mm.
it time and time again. I like Ramsdale. I like Ramsdale a lot. You know why I like Ramsdale? Because I did not give Ramsdale a cutting chance hell to even be a tenth of how good he is. Because
Yeah.
all I think when we went to sign him was, who's this relegation keeper that we tried to sign?
Keep
That's
it
why
that
I
way. Yeah.
got relegated twice. There was all
Yeah.
these other things that was going on in my mind. That why are
Yeah.
we bringing this guy to the
No
club?
one wanted him here.
He,
No one
he
wanted
turned
him.
up.
Everyone
He turned up.
castigated this
I,
guy.
I,
Yeah,
couldn't,
exactly.
I couldn't believe what I was seeing. I was like, wow,
Mm,
okay.
mm,
But this is the problem. This is where people, and they ain't got the same mindset like me. They're already
exactly.
married to Ramsdale. These people, these fans,
Mm,
they're already
mm,
married to Ramsdale. I already
mm,
told you, man. Yeah,
mm.
Ramsdale is as much a mercenary as Raya is.
Guys, listen to Ola
Fans are
Claude.
mercenaries, bro. You can't get
Masterclass is
married
in
to these
session,
guys.
guys. Listen,
Yeah,
listen.
you can't get
Mm,
married to these guys. These are
mm,
these are our players. That's all they are. Our
mm,
players. And when they're ready to go, like Ramsdale's probably going to do, maybe in the summer, maybe in
mm.
January, he might even start trying to work out a move. But in
Yeah,
the end, they all do. All of them. They all do. It don't mean we can't support them while they're here, but you can't stay married to them. And that's why this whole craziness about, oh, who's going to be the number one? Oh, you can't have two. Who gives a shit? Raya is better than Ramsdale. Therefore, plays in goal in our most important matches and be the number one until Ramsdale can show something in training to displace Raya.
yeah.
Raya's Raya's the better keeper. Look at Martinez. He had to wait for his chance. It was a Leno injury that got
Mm,
Martinez in. If you remember, before he went to
mm,
Villa, it was a
yeah.
Leno injury. I think it was playing Brighton that day. And what's that little shot striker they had? No Mope that got him injured.
More
Yeah,
pay. Yeah,
yeah.
more
If
pay.
you remember that game. Now
Mm,
Martinez has come on and he stayed on. Even when Leno recovered,
yeah.
Martinez was still playing in goal
Mm,
because you have to win these things on merit. You have
on
to,
merit.
and then when Martinez was ready to leave, look how much Arsenal did for Martinez. Look how much Arsenal did for Martinez from a
Yeah,
young
yeah,
career. Yeah,
Ola, because when you're hearing, see, yeah, Ola, this is the problem with that I have with some Arsenal fans. Yeah, many people are saying that we're ungrateful for calling for Raya to be here. This includes you because you were part of that, conversation. Yeah, about this Ramsdale stuff and the faults and the gaps he was having last season. Yeah, even if he was still a good goalkeeper last season too, it was just bits and pieces. But mind you, yeah, Ramsdale cost us at least 3 games last season, and that's about 9 points. But to be very fair, let's just say 6 games. We lost that title by 5 points. If we had that 6 games in the that six points in the bag, that's the title. We lost that title by 5 points. That's the title. Yeah. So he did cost us. And mind you, he did cost us in the Europa League. Many Arsenal fans are saying, hey, you know what? You guys are so ungrateful. You've forgotten what he did for us last season. The save against Liverpool.
I don't.
That.
Nobody who cares about
Ola,
none of
Ola,
it,
Ola, are we being ungrateful when we want competition for places? Because this is the
bro.
thing that tires me with Arsenal fans. You,
Bro,
you all you all clamor for competition, but now that there's competition here, all of you you're rolling your mouth, rolling your tongues, wagging it, flapping it out loud without understanding that we do need a keeper that brings in composure, positional awareness, balance to that team. And that's David Raya. What do you have to say?
number one, like I said,
Mm,
I support the club. All right. Number two, the club is the star, not the
mm,
player. The
mm,
club is the star. Yeah.
mm,
If you
mhm.
look on the borderline there, there's a nice little star just shining bright. That's the club. The
Yeah.
players are the ones that hold the club up like that. The players
Mm,
are the ones that wear the badge will respect, right?
Sure.
So the
Sure.
only thing that I care about at any given time is what's going on with the club. You know why?
Mm,
Because these players, they come and go. Every
mm,
single one of them, they will
yeah.
come and go, and we're still going to be here. That's
Mm,
it. That's the nuts and bolts of it. That's the
yeah.
meat and potato of it. Whatever it is that you want to call it, that's what it is. So when you start looking at the club and the games in
Yeah.
with that mindset,
Yeah.
you'll have a whole different way of saying, okay, just because Saliba did well for us,
Yeah.
but all of a sudden somebody that's better than Saliba turns up and
Mm,
we can get him because we want to show gratitude to
mm,
Saliba for what he did last season. Last season
yeah.
gone.
That season is
Last
gone.
season is dead. It's dead and
True.
gone.
True.
Yeah.
True.
In
True.
10 years, nobody's gonna remember last season because we didn't
Mm,
win nothing. We won fuck all. Last
mm,
season done. This
yeah.
is this season, and we're
This
trying
is
to
this season.
improve. And
Mm-hmm.
every time I come here, every time I come on these shows, I always say there's room for improvement from the manager's fucking position all the way to the goalkeepers. There's
Sure.
room for improvement for everyone.
This one.
The
Everyone.
groundsman, the kitman,
Mm.
the
No,
the
no
doctor.
one should feel comfortable. No one should
We
feel
even change the
comfortable.
doctor. We even change the
Mm.
doctor this season,
Yeah,
right?
switch it up a little bit. Yeah.
Switch it up.
Yeah.
There's room
Yeah.
for improvement in every single facet of the
Mm,
club. The
mm,
nutritionist, the physiotherapist,
mm,
you know, all these people that can help
mm.
us get our players back on the pitch quicker. There's room for improvement. So you
Room for
can't then
improvement.
say, oh yeah, Ramsdale did this and that's done. If there's room
Mm.
for improvement this season to be made, make those improvements. And that's where Arsenal has been lacking for so many years. We are not
Yes.
proactive. We've just kept being
Mm.
reactive. Now we're being proactive. People are complaining about being proactive. Come on, guys. What do you want?
See, Olaf said it all, man. See, that's all I. That's all I. That's my idea in this. In this talk about Raya versus Ramsdale. Let's go into the more bigger fish to fry. Yeah. See, Ola. Um, I know this will sound funny to you, but are you one of those that have tendered an apology to Kai Havertz after this weekend? Discuss. Are you one of those that have joined and chant, for the song, for the new chant that the fans, have coined for Kai Havertz? Samina mina he, waka waka he, Samina
Finish
Kai
it.
Havertz.
You know, are fucking
Ola,
crazy, but I swear to God, you man
Ola,
are off your
are
tits.
you part? Are you,
You
Ola, are you part of the fan base that have tendered
you
an
must be
apology for talking
boy.
too early and
I,
criticizing
all I
Kai
wanted to
early?
all I wanted to ask those fans is to take me to their dealers, wherever their dealer is. Take me to
Ola,
the
they
dealer.
said they
Them
said that
are high,
the
man.
mud.
Them
They said that you are in the mud.
them are high. And big up my
Kai
brother. I
Havertz
used to
scored a
say,
goal. They said
Salam
you are in
alaikum
the
wa
mud.
rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, my brother. I see you right there. Look,
Salam alaikum, my brother, man.
look,
Mm,
I'm going to say this, right?
mm, mm,
I said when in real time, when everything was going down, look at Saka here. He's even doing charity
mm,
work. He's like the
mm,
Samaritans. This man could have had a hat trick. He's giving penalty to Odegaard. He's giving penalty to Kai. Like,
mm.
this is just Saka doing charity work. So, and the reason why that is that meme that where was these people that was asking for apology when 007 meme came out? Where was this people? Yeah. So we got to 008. Now you want apology
Mm.
from me. Yeah. That's no. You should have come and see 007, but you guys were hiding. I didn't hear this Kai Havertz song at 007 when it was the seventh game, no goals, no assists. Where was these people? Yeah. Now it's 008. You want to come out and come and tell me about apologizing to Kai Havertz?
Arsenal fans. See, Taib, Footy Charles, big up to you guys. You guys just came in. They assembled. Amy Baba, all you guys, Taib Hussein, Footy Charles, yeah, all of you here today. They assembled. Are you going to tender an apology to Kai Havertz for castigating him too soon? According to, see, I'm just a presenter here, yeah. I'm not, I'm
No,
just asking the
we also know
question
you got Kai
because
Havertz shirt under that shirt that you're wearing there. We know you got Kai Havertz shirt under that shirt.
no, no,
You've been
no,
attacking everybody with Kai Havertz, man. We know about you, Tony. We know about
no,
you. We know about you.
I'm see, Ola, I'm just a presenter. I'm not. I'm not.
You sounded like
See,
Charlemagne saying, "Oh, I'm just a radio guy. I'm just a radio
I'm
guy."
just a radio guy. I'm just a radio guy. See,
Oh God, you're
see,
killing me,
see,
man.
Ola, but to be sincere, yeah,
Mm.
because I'm in lots of all these Arsenal blogs, of course, so I see most of their comments, and many of them are like saying, "Hey, you guys are criticizing him too soon just because he scored a penalty, and that's just one goal in eight, in probably 8 games for Arsenal." Uh, See, Ola, do you think this goal that Bukayo Saka provided
Mm.
for Kai Havertz in giving him that penalty?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that penalty galvanizes Havertz in any way, builds up his confidence in any way for him
Mm.
to be able to start scoring goals for the Arsenal? Do you see that
Right.
coming? Do,
So,
do, do you see us actually like uh, becoming shameless and later around this guy, bless him up? Is that possible? Do you see that happening?
this is my take on it.
Hmm.
When the penalty happened and Kai scored, I
Hmm.
says okay.
And
So
was it a good penalty, by the way? Was it a good
good
penalty?
penalty, good penalty.
Okay,
I didn't know this is the penalty
okay.
when I was watching it live. I says
I
okay.
smile, or smile
I
for the
said,
cameras when you say.
this is good. Tony, leave me alone, man. Jesus. Allow me, man. I'm about to give him a
You
tiny little
out
praise.
on this
And
guy.
now
You don't even want to
I'm gonna
smile on.
no, I said listen.
Gachi, Gary, Gary, Gary,
I said,
Gary.
I said all I want to see now from Kai
Hmm.
from here on is a goal
Yeah,
from open play,
yeah,
right?
sure. Hmm.
Apply yourself. The manager is giving you ample amount of chances. He's sticking his neck out for you every time in press conferences. Even the media guys can see. Like
Hmm.
all the guys at the media press conferences, they're all asking questions about Kai. Why are you sticking
Yeah,
with this guy? Why is this
all of
guy
them.
getting minutes over that guy? Why
Hmm.
is Smith Rowe not getting minutes? Why is Fabio Vieira not getting minutes? So for the manager to just get him off my back for a minute. Oh, let me bench Kai for one game and play Vieira like he's going to fool everybody. No, we know that you love Kai Havertz. Okay, he's
Hmm.
got the goal from the penalty now that Saka's provided him. Now you
Yeah.
go and justify the reason why the manager's been playing you and keeping you on the pitch.
Hmm.
Give us a goal from open play. All right, don't give us a goal from open play. Give us an assist from open play. Can
Hmm.
you do either of that? Because this is
Hmm.
part of your 007. Yeah,
Yeah.
can you show us that you can do something from open play, not set pieces, not no
Hmm.
penalty, open play. Give
Open
us
play.
something from open play, and we still didn't see it. And I want to caveat everything that I've just said by saying that was
Hmm.
still Kai Havertz's best game in an Arsenal shirt in terms of
Yeah.
all the other things that he did on the pitch.
Hmm.
You know?
Hmm.
But that's by his own standards because his standards has been really, really low over the last
Yeah.
season,
It's been very low. It's been
right?
very low.
So that's by
It's
his
been
own
very low.
standards. So when I say
Hmm.
he played really well, but that's by by I'm not expecting the same standard from Odegaard. I'm not expecting the same standard
Yeah.
from Saka. I'm not expecting the same
Hmm.
standard from Martinelli or even Jesus, right?
Sure.
I'm
Hmm.
expect the standard that I have for Kai Havertz is like here, and the bar that I set for the other guys are like up here. So when Kai
Hmm.
Havertz starts to pull up to levels, then we
Hmm.
can start bringing up the expectation for him. But by the standards that he set, that was his best game in the Arsenal shirt, and he got a
Hmm.
goal. Because
Hmm.
look, people can say it's a penalty, but he still had to go and score. He still had to put it away, and he did.
Yeah.
You know, so
Yeah. But again,
and here
Ola,
today,
does
you
this
just made a point here just now.
Ola, does this build his confidence, or is he going to remain that
No,
guy?
I thought I was.
That's what I want to find out from you.
Yeah,
Do
yeah,
you
but
think he's
that's
gonna
what I'm
pick up
saying. That
from here?
when after I scored the goal, what I wanted
Mm,
to see in terms of the confident building was
mm,
applying himself a bit more in the game
in the
before
game.
he got
Okay.
taken off. Apply
Mm,
yourself a bit more. Maybe you can get an assist from open play, or you can get a goal from open
mm,
play. I didn't get that from Kai.
yeah.
Maybe in the next game, maybe we will. Maybe we'll get that from him in the next game. I don't know. But based on what I've seen, it's a small sample size because Kai Havertz levels has been very, very low. You know,
It's been
his
very low.
standards is low.
But see, Olaya, see, I've been checking out some of all these blogs and all this stuff here. These guys are really bringing out analysis of Kai Havertz, and they are bringing out all these numbers. Yeah, numbers of the thing he's doing on the field,
What
his
numbers? Zero zero
challenges.
seven.
I'm
What
just seeing
number?
numbers. I'm seeing
What number
numbers, and
zero?
it, so see, Ola, is it that this guy is so much under our microscope that we're not really seeing what he's doing, or is
For
it that this guy is outrightly not doing anything? Because
no for
I'm seeing numbers. I'm seeing people saying tackles. I'm seeing people saying recoveries. I'm seeing people say different
you know
numbers
why?
are going
Because
for this Kai
you know
Havertz guy.
why? You know why? Because it
So
suits their
why
narrative.
why are we
It
not
suits their
seeing it? Why
narrative.
are these guys seeing those numbers
It
and we are
suits
not
their
seeing those
narrative. I've
numbers?
just answered the question for you. It suits their narrative. It really, really suits their narrative, and that's why they're bringing up all these stats. If you're saying, okay, have we really got this guy under microscope? 65 fucking million. Damn right, you're going to be under microscope for 65 million.
You're gonna
And
be on that by, yeah,
we didn't just
definitely.
pay 65 million for you. We got you from
Mm,
a rival club that every single Arsenal fan doesn't want our club to spend money on that club. So that
facts.
makes it even harder. It makes it doubly harder for Kai Havertz
Mm,
to settle in,
mm,
to be accepted by
mm,
the fans.
mm,
Look at Jorginho. He's keeping his head down. Arsenal fans ain't really feeling Jorginho like that. We just accept it.
mm.
We're just dealing with, we're just tolerating it.
We're
We're just
dealing with the
tolerating
guy, yeah.
Jorginho, bro. Look
Toleration,
at what
yeah,
he did
yeah.
in the last game and give Tottenham
Ugh.
that draw.
And
No
that's supposed to
Arsenal
be our
fan
most
wants
experienced player
any.
on the pitch.
No Arsenal fan want players from Chelsea. We don't want their
Mm.
players,
We don't want
especially the
we don't
deadwood,
want any of their, yeah.
right?
And
So when we then pay 65
actually
million
he's
for
the
that
most
deadwood,
experienced player down there. And he
so
did
when we
that
then
to us
pay,
against us.
but when we then pay 65 million for that deadwood, you better know that every single Arsenal fans is going to be on that guy. We're going to be watching him
Yeah.
like a hawk, right?
So the microscope and the jury is out for him. In other
It's
words,
always
right?
going to be out. He's the one that
Okay,
has to
good.
change that narrative. He has to change that. We don't have to change that. We already know what Kai Havertz is about in the last 3 years in the Premier League.
Yeah.
He needs
Because
to come and
see,
compete.
Ola, see, part of my job is also I mean, on YouTube. Yeah, I have my own job too. See, is to sample what other people say. Other people are saying, "Hey, see, this guy just came to your football club. It's just 8 games. It's 7 games in the league."
It's 3
Ola,
years.
it, it, I know a lot, but again, in an Arsenal shirt, yeah, and
Yeah.
mind you, that's the means through which you judge
Yeah,
players. The
yeah,
last
yeah,
time I
yeah,
checked,
yeah, yeah.
right,
And I've seen it. I
right,
think I've seen enough. I think I can say
yeah,
I've
yeah,
seen enough.
exactly.
I've
So
seen
now
enough.
that's seven
With,
games.
with 10
Are
games
we
in,
cutting?
9 games.
See, I criticize this guy too. It's not like I don't. I do too. I criticize his game. People on my channel know this. But
Mm.
again, are we criticizing him too early? Is it too early? Is 7 games too early to
No.
criticize, to cut into this guy?
I know
Is
we
it too
say it's
early?
7 games, but it's also played in the cup and the Champions League. Let's
Yeah,
yeah. It's not seven
yeah.
games. Yeah, because if Kai had scored like 2 or 3 goals in those competitions and 2 goals in the league, we'll want to count all his goals in.
We'll want to count all its goals.
let's
Exactly.
let's
Mm,
let's keep it all fair. So it's
mm,
nearly 10 games, which is what I said at the start of the season. If you remember when we first spoke about it, I said I'm gonna give
mm.
him up to 10 games. If I'm not
Yeah.
seeing nothing in 10 games, I'm but look, there's something there because he's wearing a shirt that's
Mm,
allowing me to give him the time of day. And I really want him to do well. Really
Yeah.
and truly. I want every one of our players to do well. I want them to, the ones that I doubt, I want them to prove me wrong. And the ones that I know that they were already, really, really good, I want them to even be better than what they are. Because that's what the fan in us wants to do.
Yeah.
But at the same time, we have to be objective. And when
About everything.
you have to, and you always, you got to be able to criticize something that you see if it's not going the right way, if it's wrong, because you don't call it out and you let it fester, then it fucks up everything else that you got going on. So and that's the thing we have it. That
we have it right. Good, Ola. Let's move away from Kai Havertz and touch on another big topic. A big stalwart of Arsenal is back. Ola. Ola, are you there? Ola, are you there with me?
Yeah,
Hello, Ola.
I'm here.
Yeah,
Your
you're there with me.
internet just went back to his old self, man. You know what I mean? So I just thought,
but it's back.
I'll let you
But
come
it's
back.
back now, right?
You're back. You're back.
See, Ola. See, a big stalwart just came back to the Arsenal fold today. There was a lot of joys and fanfare in the in the training ground in London today, and it's Thomas Partey. He is back. Probably the best CDM this league has, bar Rodri of Manchester City. He is back. Ola, what does this hold for us? Does this come in time for us to, use him as a hitman in most of these important games coming up? See, Ola, we have Manchester City coming up on Sunday. We have Lens coming up tomorrow. He trained today, Thomas Partey. See, we also have Chelsea coming up end of this month. And not really a tricky one, but, this Minos called Sheffield United are going to be battling with us too, and Sevilla will be battling with us in the Champions League. Is this a timely welcome for Thomas Partey? And what do you think? Should he go to right back position for you? Ola, I'm sorry. I'm looking for your trouble like this. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. I know you want to punch my face. You want to punch my face so bad now, bro.
That shit threw me off, bro.
I know.
Look, as long as we don't play him back in right back, it's always Partey is always going to be a welcome addition back into the squad. We know what Partey is capable of on his very good day. Is amongst not just the best DMs in the league. I'm talking one of the best DMs in Europe. Full stop.
Yeah.
On a day when Partey is being an octopus and going by his name, like he's catching everything. He's all over the place. And
it's all over the place.
Him being press resistant is one thing that I think maybe we've missed a little bit coming into the first portion of the Premier League season. But we've handled his absence very well. I don't think we've missed him much.
5 wins, 2 draws. That's big. That's huge. Without Thomas Partey,
that's not a bad return without Partey. So I think is a very, very welcome addition back
development.
The problem that I see is, what is the manager going to do? If Partey is fit, I already said it. I want to see Partey, Rice, and Odegaard. Those will be my midfield three.
My three midfielders. Simple.
What, Kai doesn't make it. I thought you had a Kai t-shirt on that. I thought you
wanted
to.
Why are you guys always after the radio guy? I'm just a radio guy. I'm just a radio guy.
Oh yeah, I got you there.
He got me, man.
So now that Partey is there, Partey comes back. Very welcome addition. I like it. I want to see him play. It's just a case of how's the manager going to deploy? How's the manager going to, again, manage his fitness? Because we all know every man and his dog in this world, unless they've been living under the rock, knows that Partey cannot give you fair EA games a season. So now that you know that, you've been his manager for 2-3 years, at least 3 years. What, Partey's been with us 3 seasons? I'll say 3 full seasons.
Yeah. 3 seasons, going to 4. Yeah.
Right. So you've been his manager, so you should know what his body
Yeah,
can give to the team. And
can
it's
give
not
to the
getting any
team.
younger neither. It's going up in
Mm,
age. So this is where the manager needs to start, you know, just
yeah.
managing his minutes, managing his fitness, managing his just managing party properly. And if this is
Mm.
going to be the last season is going to give us, let's make a fucking good one. Win something and send him off with it. Let's
Ola,
make it a good one.
see, Ola, do you think playing Thomas Partey at that right back position contributed to his injury
Look,
recently?
it's a natural position for him to play, and anybody can get injured. You could get injured in the warm up, so I'm not just
Okay.
gonna put it down to that because
True, 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 true.
I
Yeah,
am
okay.
more objective than that. I'm not
Yeah,
just
yeah,
gonna just see something and just whack it on the manager just because
yeah, yeah,
it's fashionable to do.
yeah.
That's not how I operate. For me, it's a combination of things that might
Mm,
cause Partey's injury. But one thing
yeah,
that I know that Partey don't want to be doing is chasing after pacey wingers at 31 years old. When you're
exactly.
not a right back, you can do it
When
for a
you're not a
minute
right back.
and you have cover around you. But when you're a right
Mm,
and you're on that winger, all they're doing is making you run back, run back.
it's making you run.
Probably
Yeah,
don't want to be doing
exactly.
that after 81 years old.
It's
You know,
it's tiring,
so
tiring.
I
I
mean,
get you. See,
to me,
yeah,
that's how I
Ola,
see it.
great, great, and of course your midfield trio definitely for the Premier League and most of our important matches would now be Thomas Partey sitting in. Okay, who sits down in a pivot in a CDM pivot for you? Because we have to have one player who protects the
There,
the back four.
for me, there shouldn't be
Is it going to be Rice or is it going to be Thomas
both of them
Partey?
can play there. We
Want it
know
to be
this.
a double pivot, right?
It just have to be a conversation between both of them. They both have to talk to each other and let
Okay.
them know I'm going up, you sit. You going up, I sit. It's just a conversation thing.
Who preferably should sit? Because I've been watching Declan Rice play in this team.
Mhm.
He's playing more deeper, and in recent games, he has been playing more deeper.
Because he's
He's
having to look
protecting our
after
back
Kai
four.
Havertz. He's having to look after Kai Havertz in there. That's why he's playing deeper, bruv. You know what I mean? Because Rice will not play that deep if he knows Partey is there behind him.
Is
He
there
won't be playing
behind him?
that
Yeah,
deep. And Rice can move with
exactly.
the ball. He can go up with the ball and come back. So
And
can
come back.
Partey. Partey can drive with the ball. We've seen
Partey
it
can drive with
plenty
two,
of
so
times.
it
And
has to
both
be
of them,
interchangeable. Right?
and both of them got goals in them. More than Havertz, but
Yeah,
from open play. Both both of them got goals in them. You know, they both got
yeah,
goals in them. And then no,
mm,
I'm moving this away from Havertz. I'm just joking. But listen, both of
mm.
them got goals in them. They both have to communicate, and I think both of them can do that very job that you're talking about, the sitting job in the, as a DM
Yeah,
or being a double
yeah.
pivot. They both just if they talk, everything's gonna be nice. And Odegaard's always gonna be there to render his hand for them defensive duties if they
For
need it.
defensive, if they
He's
need
gonna
it.
be there for them. So I think
Yeah,
for me, Declan Rice, the Partey can just sit. Declan Rice can talk to Partey and go forward. Or
yeah. Go
if
forward.
Declan wants to sit and Partey wants to go, it's just for me. It's more of a communication issue than who
Issue.
sits, who stays.
And even Zichenko is his inverted nature now is even on overdrive these days, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I saw him in that matchup against Bournemouth. He
Mm-hmm.
was actually in the midfield almost all game. Yeah, he
You
was
know what
cooking
else
from
is
the
good about
midfield.
Zinchenko that I've seen is actually in defensive phases when he needs to be there. I don't
Mm.
see us getting caught out, and Zinchenko is not in the frame. All of the things that I'm knowing about last season,
Apart from the Tottenham Hotspur game,
right?
Kulusevski was having some joys around there or left back position
Right.
against him. But apart from that, he's been
But
okay this season.
he's been very, very good defensively.
He's been
So
yeah,
I'm
mm,
not good. I'm not gonna kill him. Although
yeah,
everybody
yeah.
knows that I love Tomiyasu, and I'd rather see Tommy there. But that's
But
a story.
your guy Lee doesn't like him. Lee doesn't
I
like
know.
Tom Yasu.
Lee
He
will tell
wants
everybody,
him
anybody that will
out of the
listen,
football
that
club.
Tommy Yasu is a waste man. You know, so but
He wants
as
him out
everybody
as
knows,
soon as
I don't
possible.
know. I don't always agree with Lee. I don't agree with Lee on a lot
I
of
get
things.
you, man.
You know what I mean? We argue about plenty of things, man. So
Plenty of
it is what
things,
it is.
but this is one person you won't argue about. See, Ola, Leandro Trossard is back to the team, back and in contention for selection for our Champions League game against Lens coming up tomorrow. Ola, God is blessing this Arsenal team. The injuries have started to heal up. They're starting to come back. We're getting our boys back. What do you think? Leonardo Trossard coming back to the Arsenal foot, trained today, was putting in lots of tackles today, man. Ola, what do you say to this, man? We're
I like
blessed with
Trossard a lot.
wealth of options and alternatives now, right?
Yeah, I like Trossard a lot. I like
Mm,
the way he approaches the game, the way he drives fear into the heart of the defense, and it creates chaos. And
mm,
his close control abilities, his ability to
yeah,
close control the ball and make other defenders look silly.
mm,
Like you said, he's blessed with those attributes, with those abilities. And
yeah.
again, is another one that sometimes I scratch my head and think to myself, what has this guy got to do? What has this guy got to do to earn a spot in the team? And
Mm,
here to there put a chat in the comment section earlier on and said
yeah,
he didn't take Trossard 10 games to hit the ground running. Why are we giving
yeah.
Havertz 10 games to hit the ground running? You know, because they both played in the Premier League. They both know the league, but each player are different. Everybody is different, and how they settle into a team is also different. So, like I
But
said,
again, but
you
again, I have a problem with people saying that Kai Havertz should score goals. Has he been put there as a striker? That's another issue people are not talking about.
He's played striker in the Brentford
Nah,
game.
nah, nah,
Bro,
nah,
bro, bro,
nah,
hold
nah,
on,
nah,
hold on,
nah,
hold
nah.
on,
Eddie
hold
Nketiah as
on,
our
hold on,
striker. Oh,
hold on. You're
nah,
forgetting
no,
you because you're only thinking about the Bournemouth
Eddie,
one. In the Brentford game, bro.
no, not
Eddie got
Bournemouth. Eddie Nketiah
Eddie got
didn't
taken
deny
off.
for us this
He
season.
got taken off, and Kai Havertz got moved forward. He got moved to the top of the field.
I
He
know
played.
Ola, but Eddie Nketiah is our striker
Well,
in
bro, you
this football.
just
He
asked
has
me a
he has
question. Has
been
it
the
been played
striker
up
this
there?
season.
You asked me a question. Has it been played up there? I'm telling you that he has, and he's done nothing. Is what I'm trying. Is what I'm here to tell you. He has been
Yeah,
deployed up. He just hasn't done anything, right? And like I said, I'm not trying to kill Havertz here. I'm just trying to speak
yeah, I
objectively
get,
and speak the facts
I
of
get
what we
it.
have in front of us.
I
I
get
already
it.
said
I get.
I'm not. This is not a kill Havertz a crusade that I'm on. I'm
Yeah,
not. I'm not
yeah.
on that flex. I already give
Mm.
him his credit. I said he played well yesterday by his own standards because standards have been low, but by all that kind of what we've seen, I like what he's done, right?
Ola. Yeah.
But for me, he got deployed up top against Brentford, and he didn't do nothing. And again, all I'm asking is let's see something from open play, maybe even an assist. I'm not even asking a goal. I said it earlier on. I'm not even asking a goal. Give us an assist from open play. How about that?
Mm,
I'm sure he
mm,
must be able to muster that together, right? So
mm,
look, and the other thing as well, which I didn't agree too much with. Oh yeah, it didn't take Trossard 10 games to hit the ground running. Trossard also didn't cost 65 million, and
mm.
Brighton is not a club that Arsenal fans hate getting a player from. So the circumstances are different, which comes with different pressure, and all
I
these
totally
things are
get that.
little nuances. All these things are little nuances that fans have got taken into consideration when we're trying to compare this stuff, which makes
Compare it, yeah,
apples and oranges. So
sure.
we just have to bear that in mind. But for me,
Mm.
Trossard is a fantastic player. I'm looking forward to having him back in the team. He gives us so
See,
much, and our threat level goes up. Like when they say Arsenal were toothless. When
mm,
you got Trossard on the pitch, you got some kind of teeth. You got some
teeth.
canine. You got some canine
Mm.
on the pitch, man, and he's there
Yeah,
to bark at
far,
anybody
far.
that's trying to do something. So yeah, I'm happy
Yeah,
that
good.
Trossard back.
That's good. Ola, quickly, yeah. See, um, our defensive setup tomorrow
Mm.
against Lens. Do you want to see Mikel Arteta ring the changes for our defenders?
Yeah, I'd
Because
like to
of
see some
course
rotation tomorrow.
we have to be very careful the way we're using William Saliba. We have to manage that guy
Oh,
carefully.
oh,
That's why people.
what if Saliba has been telling the manager that he's fit and is doing good, and there's nothing wrong with him.
No. 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 No, 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 no,
Oh,
no, no,
oh,
no, no,
okay.
no, no,
Now,
no,
you see
no,
people,
no, no,
you can see it. You can see it. Yeah.
no, no, no. Let's manage William Saliba. But again, the manager. He might just give him a run tomorrow. Who knows? So, what do you
Yeah.
want to see
For me,
our defensive
I like to see
system
Kivior
look
coming.
like tomorrow?
I like to see Kivior coming tomorrow
Yeah,
with Gabriel
Tomiyasu
or
should
even
be in the.
Tomiyasu. Right. So for me tomorrow, my defense. Let me just go. Let me just go in. Can we just pick the team for tomorrow quickly?
Yeah. Sure,
Yeah, we
definitely.
do that.
Yeah, sure. Yeah,
Okay.
sure.
So tomorrow for me, um, I'll go with Raya again. Raya and goal.
Ray and
Kivior,
go.
Kivior and
Mm,
Gabriel centre back. Tomiyasu
okay.
left back.
Oh, you. Oh, wait. You will put Gabriel also in
Yeah, I'll
that
play
matchup.
Gabriel. Yeah.
Okay.
So Gabriel Magalesh with Kivior
Okay.
because we
Yeah.
still need a strong half of the two. We can't just drop both of them.
We drop both of them.
It's too
Okay.
much. So Gabriel Magalesh, with Kivior, Tomiyasu left back, Ben White right back. Then for the pivots, I'll start Partey if Partey is fit. Partey alongside. I play him and El Nene. Partey and El Nene tomorrow. Them two can get games.
El Neni hasn't played a competitive game for Arsenal for over a year plus.
Didn't they play? Didn't they play the other day?
How many minutes, man?
Well, I mean, it's the same amount. It's the same thing that I'm going to put Smith Rowe in this team. How many minutes Smith Rowe played? So
Okay.
these are the rotations that I'm talking about because how many minutes? But these guys need minutes. They're only going to get
They need
minutes from these
minutes.
sort of games as well.
Mm,
Especially
mm,
when it's not one that that we're looking like that. So I'll
yeah.
bring
Big
in
up Wolves. Wolfang. Big ups to you, man. I didn't see any StreamYard links from you for your watch along today, man. Totally didn't send it, but big ups to you, man. Yeah. Or like I was
so
saying something.
I'll play Partey, um, Partey, El Nene, and Kai. Right.
Mm,
So those
yeah.
would be my Partey, El Nene, and Odegaard will be my
Okay.
midfield three.
Okay. So you don't want to see Kai there, right?
No. Leave him to the side for me. He can come on and help the team and I want a strong. What I'm trying to make out of this
Oh,
game
and
is a strong bench.
help the team. Okay,
Yeah, I'm
okay,
trying to make a strong
and
bench.
help. Okay,
Right?
okay.
So Real
So
Smith.
you believe he can help?
Well, that
And
with this what we're paying him £65 million for. If he can't help, then he needs to find another club. If he can't help for 65 million, you better get on and help. You know. Um,
guys, Allah
so
Allah of the
on the
fight
right,
with you, man.
I'll
Big up
play
to you,
Fabio
man.
Vieira.
Yeah.
On the right,
Mm, mm,
I'll play Nketiah up top,
mm.
and I'll play Rhys Nelson on the left. So
Yeah.
that leaves us. You see, when with that sort of team selection, when you look on the bench,
Mm.
you see artillery. You see heavy artillery on the bench.
Artilleries,
You'll have
heavy
people like
artilleries.
you'll
Talking
have
of the
Jesus.
bazookas,
You know what I mean?
AK-47s.
You'll have game changers
Mm,
on the bench. Trossard. You have all
mm,
these guys on the
mm,
bench. Heavy
mm.
artillery.
Heavy
And that's when you
ones.
can say, you know what? If things is not going the right way, we got at least 4 or 5 guys that we can throw on the pitch and make it
You mash them
different.
up. Make him turn it into a beast mode. See, Ola, we'll face the final question. Yeah, Manchester City is coming to town on Sunday, my brother, man. What do you think? Manchester City lost to Wolves, yeah, and see, mind you, Rodri is not playing, yeah. Kevin De Bruyne is not playing, my brother. There's no Gondowan down there. There's no Mahrez, my brother. Yeah, it's looking good. Ola, is it looking good for you? Against Manchester City on
What
Sunday, my brother.
one of two things is going to happen.
Ah,
One of two things.
talk to us, man.
Number one,
Mm,
we'll either kick them while they're down. Right? That's
mm,
number one. Option number one.
Yeah.
We'll either kick them while they're down. Option number 2, we might just be, when you're facing the wounded lion.
Yeah.
It could be the case here because they didn't just lose to Wolves; they lost to Newcastle as well in the cup.
That's
Right?
200 pounds. Two,
So that's
two at the
200
drop.
pounds.
200
I
pounds.
went and checked live the last time Pep Guardiola lost 3 games in a row. It was in 2015 when it was at Bayern Munich. We're in 223 now. Yeah, for people that don't know, this guy doesn't take losing 3 games in a row with lightly. You don't take that shit lightly.
You don't
And
take
this
it
is
lightly,
where
man.
everybody's thinking, oh, this, that, and the other. And I'm thinking to myself, bro, have you not gone back and looked? The last time Pep lost 3 games in a row, he don't take that stuff lightly. He don't play
Lightly.
around that stuff.
Mm.
People will be wanting to get back to winning ways when it comes to play against us. You know? And I know he's gonna have the chance to make sure that they don't lose 3 in a row with the Champions League game that's gonna come up this week. You know, he's gonna have that chance. But we're either gonna kick them while they're down, or we're gonna be as I said earlier on, facing an injured animal that just wants to, get
That
some
just wants
revenge.
to, yeah, but again, are they complete as a team to actually cause harm to Arsenal?
Bro.
Because Nunes is not biting hard, right?
That squad
Calvin
is not.
Phillips is not cooking right now, right?
That
It,
squad
it,
is always capable of hurting. I said this the other day. I said this the other day to one of my friends.
yeah.
I said, look at that Liverpool game with Tottenham. Liverpool had 9 men. I said that Liverpool side with their
Yeah.
9 players will still whoop the ass of most teams in the bloody league.
True. Fact.
Yeah.
Fact.
Just because they had 9 man don't mean nothing. Them 9 man they can cause damage. The same thing with City. The players they got right now, it might not look like, oh, maybe they can cause damage when they are on it. When they're on it, it's crazy. They can cause so much damage. So we just have to be wary of it. But it doesn't mean that I'm relinquishing the whole game to City, because I also know the quality that we're bringing. And if all our players turn up and do what they're supposed to do, we could have City wrapped up. We could.
It could.
But we're going to need to turn up and really. And
It's just that the spine of their team isn't there, Ola. The spine is not there. You know the spine, yeah? Rodri is not there.
Sometimes the
That's
spine,
the
you don't need
spine.
the spine. You know when they say cut the head of a snake, you know why they say cut the head? Because
Why?
just the head on its own is still as dangerous. The snake don't need the whole body. Just the head on its own is dangerous.
It's
It can take
dangerous.
your life.
It's true, huh?
Right? So
See,
don't
guys,
worry about the spine. Worry about the head. That's
whatever.
the dangerous
Guys,
part.
I've made Ola cook entirely today. Ola's cooked,
I'm
yeah.
overcooking, bro.
He's about See, Ola, give us your predictions for the game against Lens tomorrow away. It's going to be a big game. Arsenal have to come up with a win in that matchup. Yeah, we need
Yeah.
to show these guys, yeah, in that group that show them who's boss. Get 6 points, yeah, in 2 games. Show them who the real animals are. Yeah, when we turn up in France tomorrow, it will be 6 points for the taking. Lens 15th position right now in the French league. They managed to win against Strasbourg in the league just this weekend, but it was a hard-fought win for Lens. I didn't really see top quality down there. Not such scary players down there. But if Arsenal go there with a commanding a face with a commanding tone, we can at least get a result in Paris. See, what do you think, man?
I said when this draw came out that I expect
Mm.
Arsenal to win the group, and to all I wanted was for us to win the group, and I think
Yeah.
we're gonna do so. I'm gonna say we're playing away 2-0, 2-0 Arsenal.
2-0 Arsenal. Okay. Okay. That looks good. Or like, what about Manchester City?
We're
That's a
playing
big
at
one,
home.
man.
We've been conceding at home. Our defensive record at home really there. And they got fire. They still got firepower in Alvarez. They got Foden. They got Haaland, and these
Haaland
guys
is
can
there.
hurt you on any given day. On any given day, these
Mm.
guys can hurt you. But I want to. I keep saying, you know, eventually,
Mm.
law of averages is gonna catch up with Man City as far as we're concerned with our fixtures. So
Mm.
again, I'm gonna go with law of averages that we get one over them this time, and I will go with a 3-2 win for Arsenal.
Wow. Guys, you've heard it from the horse's mouth, yeah? 2-0 against Lens, Arsenal coming with the win, and 3-2 against the champions, yeah? Manchester City. Ola, thank you very much for coming to the show, man. Please shout out your channel, my guy, my brother, man. Bro, I've made you work today, man. I've made you work
Oh God.
today.
No, good.
See,
I mean,
guys in the chat, yeah. Thank you, man. Thank every one of you, yeah, for coming to the show today. I just wanted Ola to cook today in front of you guys and put up a big performance for you guys, yeah. And of course, he's done it, yeah. Ola, please shout out your channel to these people that are listening to you down here, man. Big ups,
yeah,
man.
man. When we come to the Prem talk with Claude, man, you know what I mean? We don't be putting up performances like Kai Havertz, man. We'll be putting up performances like Trossard, some Trossard performances. That's what we're
He
rolling
had
with.
to put that in. He had to put that in.
Yeah, man. Come check us out on the Fight Week Show, the Fight
Oh.
Week Show on YouTube, the Fight Week Show on Instagram, TFWS, the Fight Week Show on Instagram, TFWS official. You're gonna catch us on there. That's where a lot of my traffic goes through on Twitter. I mean on Instagram and even on Facebook. Go and check us out on there as well. The Fight Week Show. We're plugging that from now. Go and check out the Fight Week Show on Facebook, Fight Week Show on YouTube, and the Fight Week Show on Instagram. That's where we're really running things. And we got a lot. We got a lot in the background for you guys. Everything that we're working on that is we're gonna be pulling those up. So go show us some love, go show us some support. And if you watch our latest video, go back and watch it and give it some more views, man. What are you doing with your
Mhm,
time? Just click on it and
mhm.
watch it again, man. How you mean?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. See, guys, yeah, see, if you ever love anything combat sports, yeah, see, this is the guy. This is the guy. He's taking over. Yeah. That's why every in all our mouths, yeah, if you're an Arsenal fan, you should know this guy. Yeah. You should relate to what he's doing. Yeah. And that's the Fight Week show for you. So go down there, yeah. And he's doing it with a big friend of ours, Nas. Nas is
Yeah.
also down there. And guys in this chat, you guys know Nas, yeah. Nas is part of this channel. So go down there to the Fight Week show, yeah. Smash up the likes down there. Even if you don't watch, smash up the likes. Subscribe to that channel. Those of you that will watch this later, smash it up. Go show support to Ola, our big brother. And just like he has told you, that platform is also on Facebook too. Go to the Fight Week channel on Facebook. Go to the Fight Week channel on Instagram. Go and shake things up down there for these guys here. Of course, he's a big brother to me down here, man. And Ola, thanks for coming down here to show some love. See, guys, Deji Spores will be here. I have to answer. See, I've not answered to my crimes against Deji Spores, yeah? For Spores coming out with a win. Coming out with a win, yeah, from the
They
Emirates.
got
I
lucky, man. They got
God,
so lucky.
see,
I've never
I
seen
will
them
be
so
an-
lucky like that.
I will be answering to my crimes against Deji
Bro,
Sports
3 games
Friday,
in a row. They've been lucky. 3 games in a row. Sheffield,
bro.
the game
I
against
can't
Chelsea,
believe
that
this.
Jorginho foolishness, and this one. They just, bro. Yeah,
These
man.
guys, I don't
I
understand,
mean,
and
yeah.
I don't know, man. So Ola, I don't even know if it is Ange Postecoglou on overdrive. I don't know. Is it that this guy's brand of football is something different?
Mm.
I don't know. I don't know. I'm looking for a team that would kind of like, put up with him, but I don't know. Arsenal couldn't put up with him. Liverpool. So what happened, man? So let's see who's gonna stop this
I
guy.
mean,
What do you think?
they've took points from us. They've took points from Liverpool and took points from United this season. Out of 7 Premier League games. That's not bad for Ange. For somebody that just stepped into the league, he's done well. And I never thought I'd sit here and say this, but I actually do like the manager. I like Ange, because he's Australian,
Hmm,
and yeah, I just like the
yeah,
way he goes about his business. But
yeah.
there you go. You like some, you
Yeah,
lose, you hate some.
yeah. And it's look at under how many months,
Mm.
a month or a month plus, it's
This is
gotten
it.
those guys
It's
to that
crazy.
level, of God. These guys are playing football right now, man. You know,
He's
but
definitely
again,
looking better than Ten Hag, that's for
yeah,
sure.
well, that's for sure, man. That playing excellent football, man. And the attacking, see, it's attack worthy. The way he has galvanized those guys, yeah. And look at Son that was dead over a year ago, and
Mm.
right now it's looking like a
And
different
sometimes
player,
when I say they've been
a
lucky,
killer.
sometimes you make your own luck as well. So you know they might have been lucky, but they put themselves in the position to be able
They
to
put
earn that.
themselves to exactly, man, exactly, Ola. So see, guys, yeah, join me on Instagram on Tony Claude Gunner TV. Join me on YouTube also. Of course, you're from there too, Tony Claude Gunner TV, and of course, I have my new channel on Facebook, Tony Claude Gunner TV Arsenal. Yeah, just like Ola has his own channel to the Fight Week channel on Facebook, because that's where we should be moving most of our stuff there now, because lots of stuff is going on down there in Facebook now. So, guys, go and support us down there on Tony Club Ghana TV Arsenal and the Fight Week show, of course, with Ola down there on Facebook too. Ola, from me and you, I think we're out.
Hasta la
Big ups,
vista.
everyone.
We out.
Big ups. We're out.